Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Today is Sunday, the 26th day of May 2024. Happy Sunday. I bring you news update. If war breaks out in Kano, we will hold Tinubu responsible. That's according to Atiku Abubakar. Yes, the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has condemned the moves by the federal government, yes, in the Kano State Emirates, particularly the intervention in the Kano Emirate crisis. The former Vice President of Nigeria accused Tinubu and his government of undermining the state's authority and risking violence in the states. Yes, Atiku criticized government of Tinubu for deploying security forces to escort former Emir Aminu Ado Bayero back to his palace on Saturday morning. Yes. Now, he argued that the dethronement of Ado Bayero was a matter within the jurisdiction of the Kano state government. Said they have the powers to do so. Yes, to dethrone the former emir Ado Bayero. Said the Kano state government has the powers to do so. That's what Atiku Abubakar is saying. Yes, he cited the repealed Kano State Emirate Council law. Yes, stating that Governor Abba Yusuf had the authority to remove Ado Bayero and reinstate Muhammadu Sanusi II as emir. Oh yes. Now he accused the federal government led by Bola Tinubu of violating the 1999 constitution by interfering in the affairs of Kano State. Now, Atiku expressed concern that the government's actions, talking about the federal government now, could destabilize the state of Kano, which, according to him, has historically been a peaceful state. He warned that the federal government will be held responsible if any violence broke out due to its interference. Now, Atiku said, the deployment of soldiers in extra-constitutional matters undermines the integrity of the Nigerian military. Yes, he reminded the Tinubu administration that Kano State is known for peace and harmony, and therefore any attempt to destabilize the peace of the land of commerce shall be resisted. That's Atiku Abubakar. He said they will resist Tinubu and his group. Of course, you recall what has been played in Kano State. Oh yes, where the emir, the former emir, Ado Bayero, we don't even know who is the former and the current. Yes, we don't know whether Sanusi is the former emir or Ado Bayero. Oh yes, because Ganduje dethroned Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi. Yes, during his regime as governor of Kano State. Yes, Omar Ganduje now is the chairman of the APC, Ahmad Personal Career Party. Oh yes, now Tinubu is the president and he's a member of that party. Okay, yes, he's the leader of the party. And Ganduje is the chairman. Yes, Gandola. Now, the Abba Yusuf is the current governor, being elected under the platform of the New Nigerian Party. I think that's NNPP. Oh yes. Okay. Yes, being led by Kwankwaso in the state, though he's not the governor. He's a former governor. But Abba Yusuf is the governor. Now, they brought in the Emir Sanusi as the Emir of Kano now, and the dethroned or deposed Ado Bayero. Yes, that is what is happening now, because Ado Bayero was brought in by Gandola. Yes, Omar Ganduje, the current APC chairman, brought in Ado Bayero when he deposed Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. And so, but the federal government, they brought in soldiers on Saturday morning to do what? To reinstate Ado Bayero, deposed by the current governor. Oh yes, that's what is happening there now. Yes, they brought in soldiers to reinstate him by force. And the state government, the idea, they're doing nothing now because they have no powers with the security. So the National Security Advisor, NSA, is with the Ado Bayero. They said he's the son-in-law to Ado Bayero. Oh yes, that's what is happening. Now Sanusi Lamido Sanusi is there as the current emir. And Ado Bayero is also there as the emir. So who is now the emir of Kano State, nobody knows. Oh yes, because the federal government is reinstating their own Ado Bayero through the National Security Advisor, who is the son-in-law to Ado Bayero, as the Abba Yusuf, the current governor of Kano State, has said. The current emir of Kano is Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. Yes, and so Nasir El-Rufai, they said he's backing Lamido, the Sanusi. Yes, Lamido Sanusi is backing him as the emir of Kano now. Of course, he has sympathy with him when he was deposed during Umar Ganduje regime. He accommodated him, talking about Sanusi. So he's now happy. Of course, you know that NSA, talking about Madam Nuhri Badu, was instrumental in the removal of Nasir El-Rufai from the ministerial list. Yes, not just removal, but he was asked not to come in Tinubu's cabinet by the Senate. The Senate screened him out. On the order of the NSA, they screened him out. Yes, they wanted to give him the Minister of Power. All right. So that is what is happening now in Kano State. Kano State have two emirs, and from what we are seeing, the federal government might declare state of emergency that place as we are speaking now. There is moves to declare Kano State of emergency there now, because the Kano State government have said is the current emir of Kano is Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, and the federal government is saying they know, the Ado Bayero as the emir of Kano. So they have brought in soldiers to forcefully reinstate him as the emir of Kano State. Yes, while Sanusi Lamido is still parading himself as the emir because he has the backing of the governor. So, but who has the security? The federal government has the security. The National Security Advisor is using his power, his office, to carry out his own activities in Kano State to protect his father-in-law, like I've had. So, of course, the Nasir El-Rufai and the current NSA, talking about the National Security Advisor. Yes. So they are having, strained relationship. Yes. That's Madam Nuhri Badu and Nasir El-Rufai. They are having strained relationship. So these things are playing out in Kano State. So the possibility of declaring state of emergency now is there. And that is to remove the governor and suspend all, statutory functions of government officials. That is what is going to happen there now. Yes. To suspend every elected official in that place and appointed office holders as well. And appoint, a military man that will run the state of the Kano. Yes, a military officer. That is what is going to happen there now. State of emergency being declared in Kano State over Emirate crisis or torso. Yes, that's going to happen now. Emergency. Yes. So Atiku said, war, crisis, brewing in Kano State. Tinubu responsible. They will hold him responsible. But they will resist every attempt by the federal government to cause crisis. But what's happening there? So what's going to happen? So that's crisis, that's problem everywhere. But that serves them right. It serves them right. Oh yes. They put trouble in other places and feel, So it's the turn of Tinubu to cause problem in the northern region. That's what I'm saying. So Tinubu is causing problem in northern region. So history playing out, repeating itself. Yes, that's what is happening now. Tinubu regime, of course, you know what happened during Tafawa Balewa regime. The crisis in the western region that saw the division in the western region. Chief Faisal Akintola being used against the authority of the premier then, talking about Awolowo. Yes, of course you saw what happened. That the Midwest were carved out of western region. Yes, to win the influence of Abafemi Awolowo. So that is what is happening there now in Kano State. Tinubu is from the west, and so